Hello, I'm your host, Dan Rojas, and it has been a while since we have visited the perfect circle cutting using a table saw. I'm going to be showing you how to take 2x4's, convert them into a nice top that you can cut into a circle and use it for different things. You've seen a larger version of this in action with the water parabola video. The link to that is below. We're going to be making one 20 inches in diameter. Because our neighborhood's so noisy with all the helicopters around, I'm going to be doing a voiceover for the rest of this video. This is a stop guide that I made out of a regular piece of 2x4 that slides down a rail to get us the exact size. That way we can cut mini pieces of wood without having to keep measuring. We're going to be taking a 96-inch or 8-foot 2x4, cutting it into 4 sections, which would be 24 inches, but we're going to go a little bit shorter than that to give us room for errors. I'm using a 3-inch wood screw, a 1/2-inch diameter paddle bit, an 8-inch long number 2 driver for a drill, and I'm also going to be using outdoor wood glue. For this project, I'm going to be joining together 7 boards. To start, drill 3 holes in the side of one of your 2x4s. The paddle bit holes should be roughly 2.5 inches deep. Once you have 3 done, put some wood glue on the next board, press them together, and drill the center screw in. Make sure that you have a snug fit. You want to put all 3 screws in and put them closer together since we're cutting a circle. This will lessen the chances of you running into the screw with your saw blade. Make sure the first 2 boards are nice and flat. For the following boards, it's a good idea to attach 2 2x4s down the length to the back side. This will make sure that you stay flat all the way down your project and you don't have boards curving up. You want to continue gluing and screwing the boards with the 3 holes. Good idea to mark where the previous holes are. That way your screw does not come out the back side into a giant gaping hole, which would prevent it from grabbing onto the wood behind it. I like to mark the area, and then wherever I marked, I don't go in that area. A little trick to get a better bond with your wood glue: once you have it applied, slide it back and forth. The wood screws are going to draw this together and create a nice flush fit. My 4th board is going to be the true center where the hole goes to turn the wood. You do not want a wood screw there, so I am going further off to the right on this particular drill hole. Once all 7 boards are securely glued and screwed, remove the back rail guides that you put in earlier. You do not want to leave these or the glue will set and you'll never be able to get them off. I now have a nice flat table. The wood screws are doing most of the work right now, but once the glue sets, it'll be extra secure. I'm taking a straight edge and going corner to corner. This allows me to find the true center of the square. Using a 1/4 inch diameter drill bit, I'm putting a hole straight through the center of my project. This is a 4.5 inch, 1/4 inch diameter carriage bolt. This slides through there easily and will act as our pivot pin. This is my 5-year-old $149 Craftsman table saw with an aluminum top. I've used it to cut thousands of circles. I have several holes drilled in the side that the motor is not on. This allows me to easily attach a piece of wood and cut a circle. If you have a higher end saw or you don't want to drill into the surface, you can use a wooden guide setup to do the same thing. You have an axis to turn on. You want to have the blade all the way down when you start. It's going to kick up a lot of sawdust. Eye protection. Eye protection is a necessity with this, and a respirator mask. Your hands will not be by the blade at all during this cut. So it's very safe, and it doesn't want to spin around. Just keep control of it. When starting this process, the blade is all the way in its lowest position. It is not touching the wood. Gradually raise the blade up to where it just nicks the wood and cuts a little tiny channel in it. You're only taking 1/8 of an inch of wood off per turn. The push stick is an absolute necessity for this. This keeps your hand completely away from the blade. On thicker stock, when you've cut about halfway through, go ahead and pull this out. You should have a trench cut that looks something like this, and it should be a really good circle. Go ahead and take the 1/4 inch bolt out. Put it through the other side, flip the board over, make sure the blade is all the way in the lower position anytime you restart the saw, and gradually raise the blade up and start the process all over again. With thicker 1.5 inch 2x4s like this, it usually takes 12 to 14 turns or about 3 or 4 minutes. Not bad considering that you don't have any router guides to set up or any blades to change. You just set it down, turn it, spin it, cut it, and it's done. As with any cutting project, any stray pieces that get stuck close to the blade, shut the saw off and use a push stick to sweep them away. A circle like this requires 2 2x4s, and costs about $8 to make when you consider the glue and the wood screws. I can make one of these in under 20 minutes because I make a lot of them, but it'll probably take you around 30-35 minutes to do this project.
So we now have a near perfect circle. Your blade will last several hundred cuts like this. The nice thing about this is that the hole is centered. So that's where your center is. So if you want to make a flywheel, all you have to do is put some weights on it to balance it out. You're good to go. You can sand the edges down on a sander. I'm going to be using this for a project. This is how you make a very thick, perfect circle. I'm your host, Dan Rojas. Thank you for watching. Enjoy our video.
You're not videoing me.
No.
No, we're just, you're not really doing the camera.
No.
No. I would never, listen, this sucks. Okay, my dinner's ready. Oh, I wish you could see this. Isn't this gourmet style? It's gourmet style on a turntable that goes around. Oh, it's not cut yet?
No. Oh, that would have been way too big. Oh, you know, I'm always having problems with these. You know you got your goggles on, right?
I know. It's been a while since we've done a circle cutting video, so I'm going to be showing you how I made this top to this, and in a future video I'll be showing you exactly what this is for. For right now it's just our pizza turntable. By the way, if you have trouble cutting a pizza, you don't want to drag a knife across it. Those pizza rollers don't really work well, so for you guys in college, a pair of scissors works great. Little hack tip for you. So what you do is you just take your pair of scissors, clean preferably, these have been washed really good, and you just cut through your pizza. Look at that, it's in half. Turn it. And it doesn't mess up the cheese or anything. Your hands are not going to be anywhere near. Your hands will not be anywhere near